spin here. What do you think?
They're just doubling down on their damage up.
Go with... I think it's going to be Lil. I think Lil's going to be the first bunch. There's so much beef between Roger and Lil. And yeah, look at these guys. NaVi immediately going for it. They're just running down Lil. They're like, all right, go Team Nomad. Can they finish the job? Yes, they can. There it is. Roger gets a kill.
They tip him. Oh my god. You know these guys inside out. Look at that. Save coming around here to drop a ward on the mid lane. There's a catapult up. Look at Iceberg. I almost called him Cyborg. Okay. But yeah, Iceberg here just chilling with his max arc lining.
Oh, ulti comes down to get the kill onto Lil. Down in the bottom lane, they will find him. NaVi bullying. So could they have punished this? The fact that he was going for the Midas and didn't bring out any, you know, boots or Stellans. Oh, Chronosphere down in the bottom lane. They go on to the Void Spirit here. LSA and Laguna Blade will put an end to General's life.
Nice.
Nothing you can do about the level 6 Chrono, unfortunately.
Well, bottom bounties. Here's where the fight's gonna be, looks like.
CeeM are going to get taunted up to start things off. All the bounties are going to belong to NaVi, and actually Iceberg gets it inside his bottle. The old Void Spirit, he's the one in trouble. Go back from DM, tries to go for the RP, but it gets cancelled out by the ultimate from the Zeus, which kills him off. And that's going to put an end to this Lil. Do you think Lil should have seen that one coming and kind of assumed that NaVi were going to be looking to play? Oh my goodness, Iceberg is gone. GPK and Save, they had the damage between them. The Good Blade comes through, like the last 10 minutes of the game, just hanging around in this little area on the map. Just making sure.
Happy with it too.
Oh, in comes the Chrono. It's a desperate one, but they do just about catch him on the edge, and Zeus is just gone. The Laguna Blade comes through, cuts him in twain, and the little blue Mario will blink, which I think that's fair enough. The blink is also very important. They see I'd like to get farming again here. DM just walking himself straight into their faces right now. They will get this Void controlled up and brought down though. The magic damage, the nuking, the control, it's too much for the Faceless Void to handle, and he will go down for the count. In fact, I think that was maybe even spell steal he was trying to get on the Void Spirit because Flip doesn't have an animation. But yeah, they're actually going into always want to fly here. Not the highest value targets, but they should be able to finish the job, although he's walking himself away. But yeah, there we go. Finished off by Purifying Flames once again. You want GPK, he's going to walk into a Remnant, trying to find the +1, but it's just too difficult. NaVi are just being... they're like little birds as they continue. Oh, actually going on onto the Lina. They drop down the ultimate from the Zeus as well, and Jesus, going to get finished off. The damage onto GPK is far too much. Lil, well, he's going to be able to steal the Simulate. Not a great spell. DM gets brought down, but no! Here comes the Chrono Sphere from Athletic, and it's going to save him the kill off Iceberg. And now the RP actually lands onto Magnus, controlling up General. It's going to get them another kill, and DM survives through it all. V-Tune's clone, only one left alive, along with Roger here, as on the front lines, with even a sentry to give him protection as well. And he's going to be able to pop this smoke quite easily. They have the vision. They have the vision. They don't have any kind of vision. Iceberg just walks through them all. They always want to fly at the very least. Athletic Kid trying to bring this guy down. Struggling to do so. Not really getting the bashes here. Come on. Bash is even going to use the net to try to finish him off. He just can't bash the guy. Surely. There we go. Finally, Athletic Kid turns the bash god on the backside. We have a little bit of trouble brewing as DM's the one being hit down by this clone. We'll be able to navigate his way away from it. And they're actually picking out Iceberg. Iceberg, what are you doing here? This is not your neighborhood. In comes the RP just to control him up and allow GPK to get off the damage to bring him down. That's going to be a clean couple of kills.
2 towers either on the side of VP Prodigy. I think VP Prodigy, even though they have been ages, they kind of feel stuck in this game at the moment. Because these towers are so difficult to kill. And there's always pressure on the other lanes.
Maybe there's an opportunity. Oh, always want to fly with a get down, Mr. President. Swap in, saving the Void Spirit, and actually a roll across from the Magnus. The Chronosphere lands onto the Zeus. Athletic Kid starts to take him out. Meanwhile, V-Tune's coming in, but only his clone. The real one's actually backing away. Meanwhile, General just trying to run back to the base and should be successful in doing exactly that. And all they're left with is a clone to kill off. But they did get the Zeus, so a win of sorts for VIrtus.pro Prodigy, but now they have to look in towards taking down this tier 2 tower, and my god, that Lina.
Mr. Zeus!
Careful.
Looking at you.
Doesn't get yours. Actually, they've actually found someone in the backlines here as they jump in onto the Void Spirit. General, he is in the wrong place. Gonna get killed immediately. Meanwhile, DM, he's just shepherding 2 heroes across here, saying, guys, there's some heroes here. Maybe we can kill them. But Roger, he's got an active scepter, so it currently comes out. The magic immunity. Meanwhile, oh my goodness, Save just gets chunked by the big boy. Meanwhile, always want to fly, dies off in the river. Down he goes once more. Well, it's a trade of supports plus a Void Spirit. They've got a Chrono. They want to try and use it. It's no excuse not to fight. Roger, he's going to pop that Chrono. Well, he's got to pop the smoke. Not quite the Chrono just yet. And they're going to hold off on using on him. But You can see Athletic Kid, like, the duality from right there. Okay, there you go. You can get 2 heroes inside it now, and he starts unleashing onto the other Titan. There is a Nimbus coming down onto him. Doesn't make a difference. I'll get that one regardless. Now they're trying to finish off Always Wanna Fly. Meanwhile, up here on the backlines, catches out the Zeus. That's pretty nice. Athletic Kid got to follow up as well, and they will be able to take him down. They move across to General. General has the jump away. Will be all right, but Epileptic Kid with a nice 2-man chrono lands himself the triple kill in the end of this engagement. But guess who's still alive?
DM.
It is the Arc Warden, and DM actually has to run himself right the hell away.
Just completely lost the game against
I'm
Arc
yanking your noodle. 5-man team wipes are not that easy at all, especially in a game like this. And they've actually seen Athletic Kid here. He does not have a Chronos Fist. They're walking up into a bunch of heroes, and it looks like CeeM might just be losing his life just from the long-range
Big
pokes.
silence.
But they have committed General here. He's going to die as well as Lagoon Blade cuts him off. Now, Athletic Kid is chasing Always Wanna Fly just by himself, but even pops a VKB to finish the job here. Roger just running away on the side, but they've actually managed to find the clone. They'll take that one down for the free bit of gold.
Opportunity to come for him to
he's
just
just like,
get a
oh,
kill,
well.
maybe.
Oh, just
Yeah,
watching
I'm just-
GPK. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
not gonna
Oh,
sit in the
maybe this
base,
is the
that's
opportunity
for sure.
they've been waiting for. The 5 minutes of waiting have finally paid off,
God.
and they will bring down GPK, even though Roger
That
didn't actually
damage.
do anything. But, you know.
From going on him there. Oh, General, goodbye.
Ooh, okay. But yeah, they find themselves a Void Spirit. Nice little pick off here. He's going to try and hula hoop himself away. Astral Step across. Save is on him, though, like a rat. Oh! The
Oh,
no-no
no.
sphere.
Okay.
Oh, the
Yeah,
yes,
that
yes,
doesn't
LSA. There we go. GPK makes up for Athletic Kid's mistakes, and they still get the kill regard.
Took the attack range talent instead of the Dragon Slave cooldown. Okay. Anything else that's cool? Extra 12% in power on the Magnus.
Boy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Lil, where you at? Where you at, bro?
Whoa. Okay. Well, turns out they didn't have to kill him to tell him. He just goes in deep and gets himself killed off, unfortunately. Down he goes 1. Athletic Kid, though, with the aggressive positioning, they might take the... Oh, they've got the courage to go and do it again. Let's see what happens this time. Still no Lil.
Another
Athletic Kid
smoke,
jumping
no,
forwards
they
onto the
went-
clone. He's actually going to get hexed up here, and they're jumping on top of him. Don't forget, he does have the Aegis, and as well as Save coming behind him, going to pop that ultimate onto him, just make sure he's okay, but V-Tune just kind of pumping him up. Athletic Kid should be okay. Oh my god, he was not okay at all. He is completely dead. Well,
Lost the Aegis.
okay.
You know what that means, right? That means
More
we're gonna
farming.
see tier
Woo.
5 items in this game.
Guaranteed.
Tier 5 neutral items.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Was it ever in doubt?
Oh, always want to
Lord.
fly though.
Yeah, that's going to be a pick-off and a half. They will be able to kill off the Venge once more. They're also trying to get the Arc Warden
Oh, wow.
clone as well, because they know how much damage this thing does if they don't kill it off. TM just struggling to man-fight it. They will finish the job, but whew, that hurt.
Did you see how much gold Always Want to Fly has? I don't think he's ever used to having anything beyond Glimmer Cape. So he doesn't know what to do. He's like, what
Yeah.
is gold? Fast Glimmer Cape.
Oh, they
It's
found the
great
Void
getting
Spirit, though. This is a decent pickoff. He does have buyback. It's going to force at least something out. Maybe a win condition or something as the refresher of used by the Faceless Void. He's going to have a chrono. Does he want to use it? Drops it
RP.
down. Only really catching out the Venge, though. Gets the other Titan as well, but with the BKB, not really going to do that much. Although the right-click damage coming on through, they will not be able to finish the job here as Roger turns it around. And once again, that ultimate going to be used to save the Magnus here, and they've got to heal him up a decent amount as well as the Arc Warden clone comes. Terrifyingly huge item for the
VPP
Zeus,
Prodigy.
actually.
They
Get out of that
noticed someone was
jungle!
trying to
What are you
get up on-
doing? Get back in that base!
Radiant are
They
scanning.
scan out Always Want to Fly too. He has no
He's
buyback.
got no buyback,
And he
yeah,
has no
this-
TP. Oh god.
Oh, they
Oh,
found him.
God.
They found him. Time's up for you.
Oh,
all.
Lil, though.
Although, yeah,
Next
Lil the
up.
backline being killed off by the clone, and clone also looking over towards Save. They've both got invis though, and the clone's struggling with that. Meanwhile, Always Want to Fly dies in the trees. It looks like Save's in some trouble. Meanwhile, Stygian Desolator also
got him.
found by the side of NaVi. They'll kill off that clone, but Save is actually dead to the clone regardless. So much work for his team right now. This is so smart.
Yeah.
He's
That's
got
the
the
voice
clean.
right? Well, someone's got chronoed. General.
Oh dear. General gets caught out. No buyback
Uh-oh.
dead for 123 seconds. Pretty big deal. There's an Apex dropped as well as they turn around to deal with the clone. Also, that one will get killed off.
Zeus with the Seer Stone.
I have not. Oh, on the global on Thunder Gods. Just kidding. They're trying to drop GPK here, and actually they might just be able to. There's so much damage been pumped into him, even with this false promise. They might have enough, but they have actually found Roger. Finally found him farming, but they do kill GPK with the damage. 1,000 gold given to V-Tune for some goddamn reason, and they will come across and kill off Roger here as well. So finally oust him from his jumps. It's so good.
Oh, jeez, man. Oh, Always Want to Fly.
Yeah.
They caught someone.
they are getting sloppy, but at the same time, so is GPK. And actually, with the clone coming in, they can't fight this. They need to run from the clone. They pop the save onto Lil. RP actually gets dropped onto the two of them, the clone and the Venger. Now that the kid's going to come over as well. They really want to actually deal with the clone first, and now they can look towards the actual kill, the real meat. And that meat will be cooked up good and proper. Venge dead, no buyback for 30 seconds.
What this Book of the Dead is, it allows them to, you know, D-ward and actually farm quite a lot with the Aura Quaker.
With this Ballista just ping-ponging the void, he can't get close to them, but the Chrono comes down. They can actually catch out Iceberg here, and he is going to die. Refresher now used, another Chrono available, doesn't really want to use it onto a clone, just wants to kill him the old-fashioned way, and we'll do exactly that. Zeus buys back.
It hasn't Aegis too.
GPK's back though.
It's a win condition.
Buyback comes out from Venge as well, 2 buybacks. The V-Tune's range is very, very scary. He's got a clone available now as well. He's going to come up. Silver edge himself forward. Boy, don't be ready for this as they jump forward onto him. Magnefield comes down, but the RP actually lands onto the clone just to hold him back as they bring down General. General has a buyback though. Venge actually swaps himself into the Chrono when the guy was already dead, just giving them the +1 for free. At VPP, kept themselves a good few kills here. But NaVi still very scary on this high ground. It's very hard to break this. They have taken down the tower at the very least, but not really much.
Yeah, they got 3 buybacks or something, which would be really nice. I was so surprised as Zeus got clone. Like, he has a Blink Dagger, he has a Seer Stone.
Lil in the bottom lane, he's down for the count.
Oh god, again?
Yeah, thought he could defend this wave, but unfortunately V2.
He got the Chrono, and Rubik is dead for 60, but he has a buyback.
Let's get no fear with his Aegis. He's attacking the barracks right now, but the Heavens come down on top of him. And, well, the Nimbus is a little bit off the mark as well. Athletic is still just starting to blast away. Iceberg, he's not really scared of this Lotus. Still going to keep on throwing his spells. The Hex comes out with a Ballista. Look at the damage, look at the range, look at the knockback as well. The Chrono comes down. They've got the real Arc Warden, but the swap comes out from Always Want to Fly, keeping him alive. But Always Want to Fly does die for full duration here. Athletic Kid most certainly dead, but he's still going to turn around and do a decent amount of damage to Roger in that time. But in comes that Fallen Sky, and Aegis actually running out, keeping Athletic Kid healthy. Meanwhile, GPK, he's just backing out. This clone's doing a lot of work to him, but now the clone is dead. They have 5 seconds before it's up again. Maybe they look for another Bane of Barracks here. VP Prodigy taking some real chunks out of Navi's base currently.
Top. The wave is also pushing in.
Yeah,
they need to really consider this.
Melee Barracks falling. Meanwhile, the Void's got to be careful. He has no Crone. He has no life, actually. His Aegis is not available right now. Yours comes down onto the both of them, but when this Fortune's end ends, he might well just be dead. Meanwhile, RP just gets used, and it looks like GPK's the one in trouble. He's going to die. Void dead as well. V-Tune gets a double kill. They defend their high ground. Buybacks are available on VP Prodigy, don't forget, so they are absolutely fine. As Save going for the TP out, he's going to make it. They will leave the enemy base, but NaVi, summon your own pet Roshan. There we go. Luna's actually swapped out for the Apex, so she's going to be hitting a fair bit harder in the next engagement. Hasn't really gone for this right click though. Gone for magic damage. Electric Kid jumping in onto Roger. The swap comes out, but he's already dead, and that's going to get him 2 kills, one of which does not have buyback. Meanwhile, the rest of the team literally inside the fountain on NaVi. They are so far back. They could not be further back, actually. But now they dare to step out.
It was a really good surprise.
RP onto 2, that's not bad. They get the Zeus. Now the Chrono comes down onto him. Zeus taken out. He's got no buyback. Swap comes out, actually getting the Arc Warden into it as well. That was such a brilliant swap from Lil. It's going to be enough to secure out the game. Arc Warden goes down, has the buyback. Probably going to be forced to use it here as Lil, well, he's going to get killed off by the clone. And, well, they're holding up on the buyback for the Arc Warden for now. I'm not sure why, but surely this is it. Surely this is the end of the game. 3 heroes on the side of NaVi without buyback. Arc Warden, where is he going? What is he doing? Well, it looks like the Void Spirit's going to be the one jumped and killed off. V-Tune is actually on the lower right side of the map, and it's actually Epileptic Kid who's called GG here. Sorry. They say sorry immediately afterwards, but now V-Tune comes in with a real GG. Yeah, I mean, there's no confusion here. The game goes to VIrtus.pro Prodigy. A very unexciting end, unfortunately, to a very long game. 73 minutes in, nearly hitting minute 74.
No point in really buying that. There's a really nice smoke from VP Prodigy just running down mid. It's just a farm fest. Like, Storm is gonna get free farmed, Doom is gonna get farmed. I think Wave here? What's going on?
What happened? Clock didn't even show himself. They have no idea. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, there's going to be a blast thrown out towards Lil. A couple of arrows as well going his way, but Save turns around with the LSA onto V-Tune. Roger's joining in though. He's got the cogs out onto Lil. Lil in some real trouble down at bot here. Turns around with the scatter blast, but he will end up dying.
Out of 50 possibilities.
So I see mid lane pretty much farm fest. Oh, the
Yeah,
farm is
VIrtus
there.
actually.
Bottom,
Oh,
though.
nice skewer back from DM, although he's right in front of Save, so the multi-shot's going to tear him up. He needs one more right click to finish the job, but he will get it. Down goes the Drow. Great kill there from DM, making that trade totally worthwhile. Meanwhile, up at the top, General just giving little ruffles. Slow lineup of VIrtus.pro Prodigy. And, well, DM's able to pick up the bounty rune, but might be in some trouble afterwards. Tries to go for the RP, doesn't quite catch out V-Tune, so cancels it out and will just accept his death with grace. Now look over towards Always Want to Fly. LSA is a little bit off the mark, but Storm's going to come in behind, cut off his retreat, and get this kill onto the Oracle.
Blown away.
Wow. Another Arcane Rune for the Mortimer Kisses is a good spell there, but
Good
not
deterrent.
the easiest.
Whoa, RP on the bottom lane. Death Prophet's receiving everything right now. 3 ultimates thrown onto General. The RP, the Laguna Blade, and the Mortimer's Kisses all thrown onto the lovely ghosty lady. And, well, she's going to join her.
Morphling?
Oh, my goodness. There goes Epileptic Kid. Okay, that's a big kill. That is a big. Meanwhile, General just staying in range to allow these ghosts to continue tapping away at that middle tier 1 tower. The Gambit.
They got a hook in
don't
5.
have many ultis is a problem. This could be an issue. General.
They're waiting for the
forward.
hook shot.
Hook shot comes in on the backlines, manages to catch onto the Snapfire. They're running past the tower and trying to oust the heroes out from behind him. Lil's going to be the main target. Will lose his life. Meanwhile, the ultimate's going to get thrown onto General to keep him alive and keep that exorcism ticking on through. General feels like a boss right now, running straight on top of Save and just starting to cook him up with those ghosts, tear him down. Save trying to get under the tower. It's another Crypt Swarm available. Oh, just about misses, but maybe the life drain will be enough.
Nice
will it
stun.
stay connected? Yes, it will.
Nice.
And Save is the one who ends up dying instead. Storm's
Storm's
going to make the jump all the way back into the fountain. Meanwhile, RP comes out onto 2, drags them back along with the cookie as well. LSA to follow up. That's 3 heroes. General already dead. Iceberg does get off the BKB, but what a beautiful RP from DM here, actually. That was not too bad at all. Nonetheless,
Wow.
NaVi don't take a huge loss, although in comes Storm, zipping on forwards, looking for the clockwork. They're going to try and bring him down, but the Doom comes down onto the Storm Spirit. Multi-shots follow up as well. Cookie's going to try and get him out of danger. Will be successful along with the mech, and he should escape. Although I say that, in comes the Lightning Bolt. GPK in the neighborhood has that Orchid, but he's holding it off for a very long time here. Seems like he's actually waiting for the +1. Finally throws it down, but the Doom is gone. He is out.
Oh man, that was such a clutch blink. I think he even sold his bracer just to complete it. And really nice reverse polarity score play.
Well, looks like the mag. Oh, Cookie up to the high ground. Beautiful. Is it enough, though? I don't think it is. V-Tune's actually going to join in with the Hurricane Pike. And now they need to get themselves out of here. VIrtus.pro Prodigy going for the TP out save. And then a beautiful little tree spot there. Lil as well, also getting himself out. Epileptic Kid. They're all going to get away.
Prodigy is already stuck inside the base. That's pretty much the only reason why you would want to push high ground this early into the game, is if VP Prodigy just shows
Oh, a
push.
jump forward, though. They're looking for a cheek whip off into the... Oh, no, the save! Always want to fly, throws in the Fate Edict, which counts out the damage from the Laguna Blade. Meanwhile, Roger, he's stuck in the backlines. He is going to die for this. Meanwhile, Iceberg jumps in onto the Morphling. A nice two-man skewer coming across from DM. Now look forward onto the Oracle. That's an easy kill. Now the Mortimer's Kiss is flying on through onto Iceberg, just giving him a bit of vision. Nice. Kiss is actually landing onto V-Tune. That is perfect. They'll bring him down. Aegis is out.
Back.
Now, however, they've got that exorcism coming through. They might want to consider just getting back here, VIrtus.pro Prodigy. Oh no, Magnus tried to blink him with the RP, but he actually gets silenced up just before he blinks forward, which means he can't land it. Turns around with the shockwave, but his blink's going to be sent on cooldown permanently now by this exorcism. But if they could just back themselves away, the exorcism will be used for nothing, because there are no creeps in mid just yet. They're redundant, but yeah, there's a long smoke. They know this Roshan has to be respawning
D2.
soon. They might find the Drow here. They do get on top of her. A little bit slow to initiate, though. She still gets the 4-star off. The Storm's actually looking for the Roger in the backlines instead. He actually lands the silence, but the Drow gets
the
away.
DP.
They pop the exorcism, though. And that's because he's got the blink up into the high ground. Save's going to be the target. Saves 4-stars over the cliff, though, taking tons of damage. Meanwhile, the Doom comes down onto the Magnus, so he's not going to be able to get the TP out. Lil gets the TP into the trees. Save has lost his life. Looks like DM is going to get killed off after all as he goes up to the high ground, and inside the enemy base will die. Just wanted to drag them back as much as he could away from the items together. That's the combo we mentioned earlier on. That is going to be slightly terrifying.
Top clockwork actually catching out the Lina.
Ooh, save goes down. Iceberg.
Here it
manages
is. They're
to
going
grab
in
him.
to the triangle bottom. They want to catch someone lingering. They need to get someone on VP
They
Project
see
side
VTune,
here.
but always want to fly. They might actually catch him on the backlines instead, and that's exactly who they're going to go for. Science comes out, damage comes in. See you later, buddy. But now the Doom comes down to the Storm Spirit. Athletic Kid, he's not in too much trouble. He's still got the Strength Morph, and in comes a 2-man RP. Not bad from DM. They're taking down the Drow's first life and do so successfully. Iceberg on the run. Meanwhile, the Exorcism comes out from General. He's coming in from the sidelines of this fight. DM waiting for the Drow, though, dragging her back so far out of position. They're going to be able to do whatever they want to her in the backlines. Meanwhile, Athletic Kid leads them on a merry chase. Storm comes zipping back in. Roger's a target. Monoma's Kiss over from on high, and Roger is gonna eat shit. Now they look over towards General as well. In comes the Electric Vortex, and that's gonna be another target going the way of VIrtus.pro Prodigy. That's everybody dead. The perfect fight from VIrtus.pro Prodigy. It could. He's pushing the wave. He's like, yeah, no worries. Gonna hit some creeps a couple of times. Jump into the trees. TP myself away. TP myself away. TP myself away. DM, you greedy, greedy boy. Oh dear, he's gonna get spanked now. Daddy's home.
Rip.
Doomblade comes out. In comes a life drain as well. DM, he's going to be put to sleep. Microtor killed off.
Because they can't just sit around and wait for the next Roshan to spawn. So they're using all their smokes right now, trying to get some picks. Oh, Epileptic Kid!
In onto Epileptic Kid. Another hookshot comes through from Roger, and that's going to be the lockdown they need to get that kill onto the Morphling. Huge kill from NaVi. And now VTune wasting absolutely no. But meanwhile, his barracks are falling so fast. The top is down. DM, though, with a beautiful skewer again onto General. He gets taken out. DM is continuously doing it. What a player.
Oh, look at the top creeps. This is going to give a lot of information to NaVi that VIrtus.pro is actually camping this triangle. There's nobody clearing these creeps top lane.
And they go, and they skewer back onto General again here, but they're actually going for the backlines instead. They'll jump straight onto the Oracle here. GPK has his mind on one thing, but meanwhile the Doom comes through. Oh my goodness, Roger and Iceberg already taken out of the fight of the RP line, still onto General as well. Too much damage coming out from the side of VIrtus.pro Prodigy. VTune and Always Want to Fly, they are alone fighting up. The buybacks coming on through thick and fast, but Always Want to Fly and Lil already brought down. Athletic Kid getting on top of this Drow, wanting to take down her first life here, but she is tanky lady. But it's not going to make a difference. They'll finish her off for the first time. Meanwhile, Clockwork thinking of trying to help out here. He's got the overclock. Hookshot comes through, he's trying to disrupt them, but could this just be the throw? I think it kind of is. The Aghanim Storm controlling them up, completely negating the Clockwork in this fight, and VTune, one man, try to fight against four. That's not maths for you. That is just death. And the Drow.
But hopefully this time around, the Doom's gonna click BKB.
Hook shot in, this time onto the Lena. Roger's going to start the fight here, or is he? Still holding off. Oh my god, the backlines actually get the Doom off onto the Magnus, but Doom gives his life for it. Iceberg, you crazy bastard. He's going to die straight up. There is a buyback available on him, and he's going to use it. Meanwhile, Oracle's just taken way too much damage here, and he's already used his ultimate, but look at the damage. And the Electric Kid just gets completely annihilated. Now General taking to the front lines here. They're on the retreat here, VP Prodigy, and finally the Doom runs down on the Magnus. He can try and get himself away. Lil, unfortunately, won't be so lucky. Iceberg straight on his face right away, and Lil's going to die. The rest of VIrtus.pro Prodigy just trying to hold themselves back and count their lucky stars. They didn't lose more than this, but Roger still thinking about.
Oh, he already did click it. He just has to run back to his Oracle. He can just get saved by the Oracle if he's BKB. They're killing him because he's getting stunned.
Shot in onto the Magnus. This is a big target. Doom comes down onto him again, and this time they've got the BKB to follow up with, and that Mag is not surviving. Now they need to get out with the Storm. He's out of mana. He could be in some real trouble here if they don't help him out, and they will do exactly that. 4-Star's coming along with the regen room, but it looks like Lean's going to be left behind here. 4-Star, and in comes a Gobble. Get inside me, son. Very annoying. 1.75 second stun duration is not something the Morphling wants to think about, to be honest. GPK, he might be seeing the hookshot come through. They found him. 4-Star forward, actually, here as he goes in for the Electric Vortex onto 2 heroes. They didn't keep him locked down at all. One of those kisses coming on over the top as well. Roger's actually going to be the first one to lose his life. Meanwhile, Athletic, and he's trying to fight a bit of the Drow, but that's just not going to work for him. He's dead, no buyback. Storm inside Mortimer. Get out of here, Storm. But unfortunately, they've lost so much already. Storm might just stick away to the... No, he is healthy enough to survive through that. But still, I mean, a cataclysmic fight for VIrtus.pro Prodigy. They've lost 3 heroes, none of which have buyback, and now it's just a case of NaVi going up onto that high ground. Once they realize they'll move to the tier 4s, it feels like there's very, very little VIrtus.pro Prodigy can do at this point. Storm just trying to add... I mean, they get the 3-man RP from DM here, but his skewer actually gets interrupted. It'll bring them under the tier 4s. GPK, he's ready, but he doesn't have an Electric Vortex available, unfortunately. Now the second Doom comes down on 10. That's going to take him out. He does have buyback, but he's a one-man versus the world. There's no way he can do this. He'll take down 1, might take down 2. GPK being cute, but unfortunately it looks like this game number 2 is going to go the way of NaVi and bring us to a game number 3. And the double Gs are dropped in the all chat, signaling that NaVi have come back into this series and are dragging it on to a third and final game here in the lower bracket. Well, this is a series.
Learning going into game 3 for me. If NaVi don't get a better draft, I feel like VP Prodigy, they're going to be too much of a problem. Like, they're going to have some... Like, the Zeus is great, actually, because the only...
Seem to have noticed it, so they just tell Icebird to come across. He gets a lightning bolt, gets himself a fat ward, and yeah, gonna enjoy the gold increase quite a lot. Meanwhile, General up in the top lane in some trouble. And by some trouble, I mean he's absolutely dead. He's gonna get his cocktail shaken up in the top lane. Ending like this is this something which they can work around in their draft, NaVi?
Oh, small engagement. They're just gonna back off. No, it's really not okay, right? But you pick 2 melee.
General might not be backing off
like
quite
this.
as easily as that, I'm afraid. A beautiful kinetic field catches him out, and GPK comes in, swooping on over to grab that kill. Meanwhile, Clockwork with the cover of invisibility, looking to go on to save here. Not quite sure if he can solo him. Let's see. He's moving back in towards the mid lane. He's going to get inside those cogs though, but Glimpse comes out immediately from the Disruptor. He's going to calmly break himself out, bounce himself away. Always want to fly, pays a visit to the bottom lane, can't really do much. Meanwhile, Save and Lil, they're going for a bit of a rotation on Iceberg here. This is pretty crazy, but it might just work. Iceberg going for the TP away. They have the Glimpse though. Iceberg just wastes his time and gets wasted. Beautiful plays here from the supports of VP Prodigy. Now, they might both be dying for this one, but you know what? This is a happy death. And actually, Lil's going to get out of here. So a great trade from VP Prodigy. These supports doing...
Meanwhile, NaVi, they're actually smoking up here.
Adventure gonna find GPK and Save. I mean, Roger, he wants one man, but he's not gonna get him. Melina gets himself back. Meanwhile, Save drops an ultimate onto absolutely nothing, and then gets finished off. Meanwhile, GPK still looking for the rotation around the side, but VG's actually coming in. GPK could be in some trouble. Meanwhile, DM moving in from the side. He's got that RP. Should he want to throw it down, but not gonna be needed here. GPK has the Yules to hold back VTune, and everyone's gonna be all hunky-dory on the side of VIrtus.pro Prodigy. Except this Wyvern, who might be a little bit dead. There it is. There it is. Always want to fly. Has the vision for the Purifying Flames.
Objectives.
This is such good positioning. They've got the Observer Ward down. DM's going to sneak in from behind. Can he get in? Well, he's actually going to drop the RP down onto the Oracle, and why the hell not? This is an easy kill, and with this guy dead, they can even look towards taking the tier 1 tower in the middle lane. Lifestealer, no. They're thinking about using this Rolling Thunder here. General wants to be a bull. He desires spheres. But it's not going to happen. The tower's going the way of VIrtus.pro Prodigy. Great pickup from them. Meanwhile, the shot comes on through. Oh, the Winter's Curse catches out General, and all 3 heroes are going to drop down the Sack Swarm on top of them. And meanwhile, Zeus just gets completely annihilated on the sidelines here. GPK is getting kind of low, as is Save, but it's not nearly enough damage to bring them down. They're all still fine inside of VIrtus.pro Prodigy. VTune does nothing, and they lose absolutely no one, and might even get the kill. No, VTune gets himself away. Too tanky on the Spectre, but wow.
Mounting to anything.
No.
To be fair. General, though, you better be careful.
Save finds him, drops the ultimate down to give his team time to get over here. GPK is here with the Yules to make sure he can't get himself away, and then the LSA comes down, just throw a Laguna in his place, just to make sure. A little bit of lightning down, VIrtus.pro Prodigy like, yeah, we're in rush. We know you know, we just
Roger.
don't care. We're not getting out
Roger's
that
in
easy.
position.
And they see Roger here. He's actually going to use the hookshot immediately onto Disruptor after he gets rumbled, but Disruptor's going to drop down the ultimate onto the Clockwork. And actually with the Cold Embrace, Save is staying alive for now, and he's actually going to get the kill. Meanwhile, the Horde might finish the job. Meanwhile, the sidelines of the fight, General's lost his life. Save the only casualty of the side of VPP so far. Meanwhile,
Managed them so well. They dropped the ulti, then the Lifestealer was hitting him with the Rage, and then they also RP'd him, so he had 0 impact in the engagement.
say goodbye to Always Want to Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my goodness, he's actually getting jumped right now, and that's going to be a 3-man rotation in, along with an Nimbus to help him out. Athletic Kid now looking to pick up some scraps here. General, though, he's got the TP away. They don't have to cancel for that, and they're all going to make their way.
Just gonna try to run away if you don't got that slow on them.
Yeah, or they can just turn around and man-fight you a lot of the time. Meanwhile, Lil is having similar difficulties. Another day, another haunt, another kill. As Save's gone down as well as VTune finds the solo. And actually, DM, he's in some trouble though. Turn around, drop the RP, and actually be able to get the kill up onto General instead. That's a nice little turnaround here. Meanwhile, they've got the LSA, Spectre, big target. The Zeus ulti comes on down, and VTune's on the run right now. Do they have the vision or do they have the catch? It doesn't seem like they have either. GPK still looking, doesn't have the heals for another 10 seconds though. And his man has actually been drained by these Spectre.
Easy peasy.
Hook shot forward, they've
here.
got DM a little bit caught out. They're going to actually pop the horns on the backlines, just take down Save immediately, but he did get the ultimate before he goes down. Is that going to make a difference? They actually just straight up pop the Winter's Curse onto Spec. Spec's taking so much damage from her own illusions here. That's kind of funny. She's forced to be using ulti on. Meanwhile,
General
the RP comes
in the
down to the Pangolier. General, that is not the play, my brother. He's going to end up losing his life, and it's going to be a pretty good trade for the side of VIrtus.pro Prodigy. And the Haunt is down as well. I think that's very important.
Oh no. Coming in, the big bad wolf is here.
Oh boy, the hungry Lifestealer looking for some feasts. And he only gets one, though. Roshan still...
Roger, I think, did they see him?
Well, they saw
They
the
see the
flare
rocket.
coming out, surely. Oh my goodness. He's just walking them in circles right now. The dust comes down, and Roger, he most certainly will get his mozzarella melted up in the top lane. See you later, my friend.
Yeah, he was trying to get in a good position for the next Roshan to try and maybe even steal it. Oh, Pango
Winter's
getting off
Curse,
the bottom.
TP's coming on over as well. I don't think General's going to be making out of this one alive, unfortunately. He does go for the... Oh, that's not a combo you're looking for, but doesn't matter. They're going to bring him down all the same. DM dropping the big R, but no worries. Meanwhile, Epileptic Kid's actually just on top of Iceberg here. Iceberg's dead. He's... do they have enough heals? No, they don't. I didn't think so. See you later, buddy. But it's Epileptic Charge. Emilio's running out of Roshan. Look at this dude go. He's got the Silver Edge. He wants to get on top of General. They pop the smoke, but immediately broken by Epileptic. Get the agents jump in. They take down General. Try to do something, but it's not going to happen. Meanwhile, the Horn comes in the backline. Save. He's going to be jumped, but there's the Skewer to kind of keep him alive. Thunder God's finish the job, but it doesn't matter because the Spectre is dead. They're going to fight back on Save right now, but with the Spectre out of the equation, VIrtus.pro Prodigy, they're starting to feel themselves, and they're going to be tapped down. Oh, he want to fly again. A second death on him. A die back on the...
The kid is so confident that he will never die in this game. Like, that's it, right?
Winter's Curse used onto the Zeus. They catch him out good and proper here. Meanwhile, the Pango actually just jumps past everybody. Doesn't land at all. Epileptic just wailing on the Zeus right now, making sure that he is definitely dead inside this false promise. Meanwhile, VTune, he's getting taken down by GPK. Oh, dearie me. That's a dieback on the Spectre, and that may well just be the game in control off the side of VIrtus.pro Prodigy. They run forwards onto always want to fly. They take him down on the steps of their base, and they'll back themselves away. But it is G to the G. Thrown in by VTune. NaVi, despite an excellent run, are out of the tournament. They are done with this event. It was a good shot. They gave it their all, but in the end, it is VIrtus.pro Prodigy which will take the win in game number 3 and move on to the lower bracket finals. Well deserved.
They got